Hi guys, so we're walking down the path. This is the old road that goes to Bachelor Grove Cemetery. There's the entrance we just started. Got Krystal here.
Hello.
I was way too zoomed in. There's Krystal now.
Hello.
So we got a little husband and wife tag team out here. Trying out the new mic we just got too. So hopefully the audio is good. At least equivalent, if not better. It's a better mic, it's a better quality, better name brand. It's a Rode. Yeah, it looks like we're already getting there.
The road didn't look too long on the map, so...
I already see headstones.
Oh, I'm starting to...
Alright guys, so if you guys want to come out here, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to find, but it's not that long of a walk.
If you pay attention to the map, it's not too hard to figure out where it's at.
Yeah, see, we already got chain link fence, guys. So we're not far off the road. It's not that long of a walk. It only took us, I don't know, a couple minutes.
Yeah, maybe 3 minutes.
Hardest part was getting across the busy road from where we parked. Another little trail goes off something. So this is Bachelors Grove Cemetery.
Very, very small cemetery.
Not a whole lot of headstones. I know a lot of them got damaged and broke and stolen over the years. No, there's one knocked over right there.
Broken right there.
If I thought I had any shot in hell at picking that up, I'd pick it back up, but I already know I ain't got a shot, so.
For the most part, you can't even see names on any of these headstones.
So we got John Hamilton, July 27, 1842 to November 28, 1925. Somebody broke the 5 off. It's one of the few stones that actually has writing.
I should read something on the headstone.
No, I'm making my way. Don't rush me. So, there's another one that got knocked over. There's a stump there. The Charles B. Shield, 1868 to 1955. Elizabeth Shield, 1881 and 1959. And then Robert Shields, 1917 and 1989.
The whole family. It's not a grave stone, but it's got it's framed out like it's a grave site.
There's obviously some other ones here, just so overgrown you can't tell. There's nothing written on it. Whitmore. Google it.
Call it maybe, I don't know.
February 19, 1861 to September 20th, 1862.
Year old.
So that's a kid, you guys. Like 1.5 years old.
Not even. One February 19th, died September 20th, and only about 7 months old.
Looks like somebody destroyed another one.
Just sad. It's an abandoned cemetery, but it's still sad that people just destroy it.
But this is deck. Bernard F. Deck, 1876 and 1949. I got a feeling these other ones probably don't have names on them.
Some more pennies all around this one.
No name. There's a bunch of pennies.
That's just kind of weird.
I got one right add to the collection. There's more stones that's been broken, overgrown now. Another one, nothing on it. Looks like it's been broke off too. Another one. They got Richard E. Moss, 1859 to 1934. And there's another Moss right there. It's missing its top of the headstone. You can tell there was something here.
Whether the stuff just kind of broke on its own or someone just came through and vandalized the crap out of it.
W.M. Frank, 1889, 1933. More broken ones.
The whole family.
Wheelers. Chauncey B. 1852 to 1929. Then Ella, 1856 to 1928. My shoes are getting soaked. More tombstone remains. More broken ones.
I wonder if someone came through and broke all these, or if they just kind of, because they're obviously pretty old, if they've just kind of been breaking.
I don't know what that's supposed to say. Posket, Olivia, born in 1871, died in 1960. And then, I don't know.
Caroline?
You guys probably can't even see it, but looks like Caroline, born in 1880, died 1934. It's hard to see it on the camera just because of all the like moss and the
Mold, it kind of looks like.
just kind of the buildup on it.
I imagine there's probably multiple tombstones that are just kind of covered up or gone all in here. Can't imagine they had this much area that didn't have anything.
Yeah, there's probably tons of bodies in here that don't even have headstones anymore. That was one of the big things I heard about was, at least leading up to me coming here, was a lot of the stones got destroyed or stolen. I don't know who would want to steal a headstone, that's beyond me, but there's a Newman, husband and wife. It says Daniel. Nathaniel, April 1871 to December 1947. Then a wife, Dora, July 1870 to October 1948. So less than a year after her husband.
So I'm noticing with a lot of the husband and wife tombstones, you notice about a year difference.
So it looks like that. There's probably another one here that got broke or something. The stone doesn't match that one.
This is like half the cemetery has not a single tombstone in it. So they had to have stole them or just didn't have them.
Which is basically it just looks like a rock over there. Got a trail going right through the cemetery. There's a trail going that way. Going right to this. I don't know who's fishing this. Shrew! Don't step it.
Yeah, one time it might have had some bass and stuff in it.
I don't know who's fishing it, but I wouldn't. It looks toxic. Honestly, with the whole thing being covered like this is actually, if there's any fish population in here, it's killing it. There's like 2 ducks over there. And as I said,
That was a frog, I think.
this is frog heaven right here. There's another one that hopped over there. So everything in here is probably frogs. I'm seeing popping all over the water. But I can almost guarantee most of the fish population, if not all of it's died off. This is how it always is. I don't know where these trails go. I'm gonna have to take a look when we leave, depending on how much time we got left. We got one other place we want to hit, and then we still gotta get home for the kids. Get them home from the bus and school. But yeah, this is probably one that's, well, this is the only one that looks like it's actually visited.
And the stuff on it doesn't look all that old. Well, honestly, there's a pumpkin sitting right there. Infant daughter. Interesting stuff left, though.
Now, I wonder if this is the one I heard. I heard there's a grave that they bring stuff and leave it for the little girl. It says infant daughter. I heard people bring stuff and leave it as a peace offering. That's kind of like a little token towards the spirits.
Well, there's a pumpkin sitting there that obviously can't be old.
Well,
And a gourd.
none of the stuff is old. There's pencils, there's hair ties.
A speedy card. Someone's shoes.
I heard there was people were leaving stuff at a tombstone as kind of like a token to the spirits. Mainly the little girl. Fullerton.
That's what that one that was worn down over there looked like the name was that you said you couldn't figure out the name.
So the one that was over there that I couldn't really tell, Krystal thinks it says Fullerton. This one says Fullerton. And father. Father 1838, 1922 does not say a name.
Yeah, it's weird. The other one just says infant daughter. Yeah, this big stone doesn't list anyone's names on it, just the last name.
There's obviously a couple here. There's another one here.
Looks like there was one here that got broken off.
Yeah, pointed that out already. There's probably one there. And this one, all it says is infant daughter. And some pennies, a set of earrings. Just random stuff. Sucker. And there was apparently one here.
Haunted Tales of Bachelors Grove. That's like a comic book or something.
Well, there was another one here that's not there anymore.
That's weird that you have all these clustered together and then you had all that open area with nothing.
I think we missed these. So, there was obviously one there. And then this one. Warren. So you got Mark, 1853 to 1904. Amazetta, looks like.
I would guess.
1862 to 1901. And it looks like there's another piece of something.
Almost here.
There's one right there.
Some of these I have to wonder if that's just what they had as a marker, just to say there was a person buried there. Like, this looks smooth, doesn't look like it was broke.
There's one right here too.
I kind of wonder if some of these are just put down as their markers since they didn't have a tombstone.
Alright guys, so some of these like Krystal said, I think are just like way back in the day, people didn't have a lot of money, especially in the 40s and 50s with depression. So I think what a lot of it is they just put some nice stone down and that was the marker. It's an extremely old cemetery. Like, you guys saw, a lot of the dates are in like the 1800s as far as when they were born. They died in the early 1900s. So it's a pretty old cemetery. But I've read a lot of stuff, a lot of like basically ghost stories, folklore. Nothing can be proven. And I'm assuming this is it. The main thing I heard was a lot of people come here at night. They do paranormal investigations. Usually it's just little teenagers like basically screwing off. But I've heard a lot of people coming here and having the most success spirit-wise with a little girl. So with that being said, the most decorated headstone here is an infant daughter. So, little girl. Usually, she found the Haunting Tales of Bachelors Grove. It's a little like comic book, but yeah, that would kind of fit with basically the folklore I've heard about this place. For the most part, nothing's like seriously damaged or graffitied. Like, there's some headstones that got knocked over. I heard people knocking them over. I've heard people stealing them. The only thing I've really seen graffiti-wise, and I just saw it, is right there. It's got a tree that has 666 on it.
Oh, I didn't notice that till just now either. And it looks like a star.
But it's, they didn't even do it right, because 666 is actually supposed to be together. They got it spaced out, 6 and then a pentagram. And then a 6. So, you know, whoever's coming here being pretty much a dick is not even being a dick right. So that's pretty sad when you can't even be a jackass properly. You're gonna come here and be a dick right. I prefer you don't. It's a cemetery, for Christ's sakes, you guys. These are the places we're supposed to keep, sacred. So the fact that people are coming here and doing stuff like that and knocking over these stones, which I'm almost positive people are knocking them over, but you guys are messed up on so many different levels. I can't even explain it to you guys. But you guys seen the whole cemetery? We've walked around it. That was the trail that we just went to the toxic water. Over by the main gate you guys come in, there's also another trail going that way somewhere, and I don't know exactly where it goes. I haven't been on any of these trails. I've never been here. This is my first time being here, so I think what we're going to end up doing, since most of everything I've heard here is circled around a little girl, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to end up trying to probably pull the SP11 out and just run the SP11. A lot of myths as far as like paranormal goes is that you can only get paranormal activity during night. That is actually a myth. You can get 100% get paranormal activity during the day, especially in places like this where it has so many spirits, and you know, water is actually a really good energy source for spirits. It helps conduct electromagnetic fields and that EMF stuff. Everyone's always talking about. If you guys are into paranormal, you know what it is. But that helps conduct it, and we are in a cemetery. Granted, it's not a big one, and it's not full of stones, but I'm sure there's more bodies in here than are marked. So I think our best bet for right now, actually, is kind of just stay right here in this corner, especially considering there's at least a dad and a daughter here, and there's a bunch of other stones that are missing. So there's obviously quite a bit of concentration right here, especially as far as the family goes. So we're going to pull out the SP11 probably and hang out for a few minutes, see what we got. Maybe take a stroll, I don't know. And then after that we'll decide if we're going to leave or if we're going to possibly jump on these trails and see if there's anything cool on them.
That other stone that had all the pennies, was that another like little girl stone? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I know if you're saying people are leaving peace offerings to the little girl, I'm like, I wonder if that's why the pennies were there. If they just misconstrued which stone, or if they just left it at a random stone.
I don't know. But we're going to pull the stuff out, and I'll get back at you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so we're literally at the base of the little girl's tombstone. Got the SP11 rolling both forward and reverse on AM. We're sweeping about medium speed, about 200. So we're going to see if anything happens to come through. Is the little girl here with us? Is the daughter here? I know there's a daughter and a dad buried here. Either one of you guys here with us? You guys are here. Can you guys tell us your name? Is that other tombstone the mother? You guys not want to talk to us? I didn't notice it till now either, but it looks like somebody had a candle on it.
Oh yeah, it does have that dark spot.
Back's kind of burnt, and down on the bottom ledge it looks like there's wax. It's a black candle.
Oh, yeah.
So whoever's coming out here, obviously, ain't coming out here for... They're not coming out here for peace and love.
You got some people that are coming out that seems to be doing good, but others that aren't. Is it normal for it to kind of have that, like, I've never heard it before when you've done it.
Do people come out here and do black stuff? Do you guys get angry when they come out here and do that? Are there any spirits here that feel like they needed to speak? Remember, we come out of peace, we mean no harm. If you want to be left alone, can you tell us to go? If you say go, we'll leave. I heard something faint.
I thought I might have heard something, too.
Can you say it louder? That was really quiet, we can't hear you.
It almost seems like something's trying to get through, but it can't. Like the way that the rhythm is going on that thing.
Whatever you say, can you say it louder so we can hear you? If you want us to leave, tell us to go, we'll leave.
I could have swore I kind of heard a faint thing too when you said it again. I can't pick it up.
Alright guys, so I know I said that you can get paranormal activity during the day, and I mean it. I'm getting a low voice. Alright guys, so I'm getting something, it's just not loud enough for me to hear it. I don't really think it's a volume issue because I'm hearing, the actual static of it perfectly clear. It's actually fairly decent. I'm hearing it well over the traffic, but whatever it is just isn't being loud enough. But if people are constantly coming out here messing with the spirits and stuff, it could just be as simple as they just don't have the energy needed to make the volume that they need to make. But I keep trying to tell them that we're coming on peace and love because I don't want anyone to think that we're here. I do have a feeling people are coming out here doing, satanic stuff, witchcraft stuff. So, betraying what we saw in the tree and what I see up here with the black candle. I have a feeling people are coming actually out here doing some black stuff, and that's why I keep trying to tell them and let them know that we come in peace and love, that we mean no harm. A lot of times, especially if these guys were really good people when they were alive, especially an infant daughter. Obviously an infant has no real evil, but a lot of times if they're, good entities, good spirits around, a lot of the negativity and a lot of the evil can actually kind of keep them away. We've seen it past in the hospital where people actually wanted to cross over, but the evil demonic spirits around would not let them cross over. So the demonic entities, the evil, the dark, the black entities have actually the ability to kind of keep the people away. But, just because we're not getting nothing doesn't mean something's not here. There's been at least 3 or 4 times already that I've gotten chills sent up this back of my neck and pretty much straight up my back. As I was just talking about negative entities, I got another chill up my back. But it's kind of what I've been discussing. Like, you don't have to go out at night if you don't feel comfortable. Like, this is actually illegal to come out at night. So you guys don't necessarily have to come out at night to do paranormal activity stuff or paranormal investigations. I don't know if it's just me, but I also felt like pretty much back there in that back corner, I felt like something's crossing over there, kind of back and forth like they're watching us, and I felt it right over here too.
I felt like something was watching us back there.
But I felt like something was standing pretty much right over here just past this makeshift outlying grave. And there's at least 2-3 times I felt like I saw something cross the back corner over here and kind of up against this back gate. I don't believe I have any special powers along that lines and stuff like that, but I do feel like I feel stuff. Obviously, I'm not a psychic, I'm not a medium, I'm not able to communicate with them, but I do get that feeling. So, we're not getting anything right here, which is a shame. I really would like to be able to communicate with these people and kind of get their story, see what they think about the decorations people are leaving them. But it doesn't seem like they really want to talk right now. So I'll probably run this a little bit more right here, and then maybe hit a couple spots as we make our way to the gate. If they're not going to want to talk, I'm not going to force them to. You know, they're here to be at ease and, you know, to kind of lay rest in peace. So if they don't want to talk, I don't want to interrupt their peace.
That's the other thing I've noticed is there's a lot of noises like someone's walking, and I'm not seeing enough like branches and stuff falling. You keep hearing creaking like branches breaking.
Does anybody here want to talk to us? We're going to leave in a minute and let you guys rest in peace. If you guys don't want to talk to us, that's fine. I know there's got to be a lot of unmarked tombstones in here, unmarked graves. If you don't have a tombstone, you want to make your name known, know that you're in here, say it now.
I've got the chills.
Are any other Fultons around? Was that a yes?
That's what I heard. A very faint yeah.
Are you guys only able to change the noise? Do you guys not know how to work it? I just heard a voice, a man's voice, but
I didn't hear that one, but I heard that yeah.
I heard a man's voice, but I couldn't tell what it was.
Can you communicate with us again?
Alright guys, well, I kind of felt like the millimeter might work out better because I have the built-in RIM pod to it, and I think I might have been able to do a little bit better with doing it like yes and no questions. And, you know, yes, you touch it. No, you don't touch it. We've done that in the past. I think I've probably gotten some results out of here because it seems like they just can't get across this really well. Like, I'm occasionally I'll hear something, but it's just so faint I can't make it out. So maybe once I review this and I edit this video, maybe I'll be able to hear it better. But as of right now, I don't have the battery, so I can't do it, and I can't quite make it out what they're saying. I do keep getting that chill up my back, so I believe something is here. Something does want to communicate. I just can't get it. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to turn the SP11 back on and we'll just take a walk. There's quite a bit more graves that we can try to go communicate with. Maybe somebody's waiting for their turn.
This has been the primary focus for how long? I'm sure that I wonder if maybe it's just they're just that exhausted.
As we walk, if you feel like you want to talk when we come by you, you can speak. If you got something to say, you can let us know. You want to be heard.
Do you like when people visit you? You have all the pennies.
Anybody got anything they want to say? We're gonna leave. Body.
I definitely heard body and some other words. Coming?
They said body and a couple other words, and then they said coming, watch it. So I don't know what's coming, or I'm supposed to watch it.
We're back by that other tombstone that had all the pennies left on it.
Who's coming? Who am I supposed to watch it for? Him.
Is someone mad we're here?
I swear I just heard a guy go boo.
That's what I heard.
I don't scare that easy.
Is someone angry we are here?
Angry? Is someone angry we're here?
Kevin?
I just heard something, a deep voice growl.
See, I didn't hear that, but I thought I heard heaven at the very end, right before you turned it off.
I heard it was like really deep, and it kind of just went, "Arr," and that was it.
That's got the chills.
Which that's the thing I kept feeling back here. The figure was all black, and the figure I felt over here was all black. So if these people are coming back here being jackasses, doing satanic stuff, it makes sense that there's black figures here.
This corner definitely wants to speak. They're trying to tell us something. Maybe they want to get out of here and they can't. Maybe there's more going on. Maybe they're just more able to talk to us over here.
Might have changed the settings a little bit too. Is there any good spirits here? Is there any good spirits here that want to talk?
Stay. I heard stay.
What about Shields? Do Shields want to talk? Charles.
Anna? Are you guys letting us know who's here that doesn't have tombstones anymore?
You guys know who this is?
Was this someone important?
Who's buried right here? Do you want us to leave?
I feel like we have a lot of people trying to communicate at once.
How many people are here right now? How many spirits? 40.
40, that was clear.
So is that how many people are buried here?
Yep.
4? There's more than 4 people buried.
A lot.
So a lot of people are missing their tombstones? Yep. I kind of figured that. Do you like the visitors? Yeah. Despite all that noise, I heard a faint
Are there people doing bad things here? Yeah.
Do you think we're bad? I told you we come in peace and love.
Mike.
Is that you or are you talking to me? Yours? Well, we got something in common. I'm Mike too.
I heard a laugh.
So they said Mike. I said, is that my name or your name or is it you talking to me? And he said mine. So I was like, oh, we got something in common, Mike.
Do the Fultons want to talk?
What's the father's name? Was that you, Mike?
Help?
I heard a male and a female say it. What do you guys need help with?
Hearing a lot of helps.
I come in peace and love. Can you guys come back in peace and love? We haven't used this in a long time, but I put the Driverless app on my phone. I went ahead and turned it on right off the bat. Mistake and add. So I don't know exactly what they're trying to tell us, but right simultaneously, right back to back was mistake and add.
Actually, the last time I think we used that was in our house.
What's the mistake? I got close to an hour already.
Well, now we're getting
Cannot what?
They cannot itch your shoulder blade.
Guys, we're running out of time. We want to go see some more people. We have to get back for our kids. Is there anybody here that wants to say something before we go?
Help. What do you need help with?
What are you trying to get help for? What are you trying to do?
Are you trying to cross over?
Are you trying to go to the light to be with your family?
Is something holding you here against your will?
If there's something here keeping people from crossing, I demand you let them go. Step aside. They are not yours to have. If people want to leave, you let them leave. People have the right to go.
I don't know about you, but I'm hearing a lot of names. A lot of names.
Is that what you guys need? You guys are trying to leave? If you guys want to leave, walk to the light. Don't tell me no. Whoever's in the way, you get out of the way.
Get out. After you said to get out of the way, the voices calmed down.
You wanna stick that back in the bag? Alright guys, so we just put the SP11 away. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, and we're gonna get out of here, let these people kind of rest. There was a lot of people trying to get through, and I was feeling a lot of stuff right here, but you know, with that many spirits trying to get through, that many voices, it's kind of hard to be able to weed them out and be able to actually hear what they're saying. So hopefully whoever was here asking for help, hopefully they wanted to cross over, and hopefully somebody being here that's willing to stand up to whatever black entities are here allowed them to actually be able to go and walk to the light. Hopefully somebody that stands up for them, somebody that's here that's willing to stand up to demonics. You know, hopefully that was enough for them to step aside and let them go. Usually what I do every time before I leave, I usually do a small little prayer to myself in my head. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing right now, is we're going to end it with one out loud for you guys on camera. But pretty much every time I leave a place, I always want to say like a little small prayer, at least to try to have protection over me when I leave, so nothing follows me back. But I think what we're going to actually do is actually pray for the people here as well. So we're going to wrap it up with this right here. So we're going to ask, dear Heavenly Father, please watch over this graveyard and the spirits that live here. Keep the peaceful, the loving spirits safe from the black entities that people are obviously calling here. Hopefully whoever wants to come see you up in heaven are able to find a light and be able to get past the demonics. And whatever stays here, stays here. Don't follow anybody. Don't get in the way of people going to the light. Don't follow us home. Hopefully you guys can please keep us safe. Watch over us. Watch over the peace and love in this cemetery. Watch over the families. We have several children here. Fathers, mothers, husbands, wives. Please watch over them and let them rest in peace. Whatever is here, stay here. You guys are not welcome to follow us here. Once we leave, that's it. We go past that gate, you guys are stuck here. Do not follow us. Heavenly Father, we pray. Amen. So hopefully whatever is here stays. Whoever wants to leave, leaves. Like we are leaving. I know we got families here, like I said. You guys have seen the tombstone for the 1-year-old right over around the corner. You guys have seen the tombstones. There's husbands, there's wives here. There's, God knows how many people are in this open area. Tombstone's missing, overgrown. Hopefully whatever happens here, at least I pray that God watches over it, helps protect it. It's a sanctuary. It's some place where people are supposed to be able to rest in peace and lay their heads. So if you guys are some of the sick people coming out doing 666 on the trees, pentagrams, burning black candles, stop.
Knocking down tombstones.
I don't know what you guys' problems are. I don't know what you guys' issues are, but this ain't right. So hopefully whoever's here, can get the help that they need. Hopefully if they want to come, they're walking towards the light, hopefully he'll reach down and grab them and pull them into that light and save them. And like I said, we're at the gate. So we're going to get out of here, we're going to hit another location. But whatever is here stays. You're not welcome to follow us past this gate. At some point, I wouldn't mind walking trails, but we got another location we want to go check out, and I don't want to waste too much time doing this stuff because we got to get home and get the kids off the bus. But we're going to head back down this little strip right here, and we're going to get back to the car. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hello guys. I thought it would be kind of neat, so did Mike, just kind of putting a little bit of history behind some of the gravestones that were at the cemetery. So I did a little bit of research, found a couple of the gravestones, found a couple of the people. I'm going to have to look at my notes because I'm not going to remember this 100% off the top of my head. But one of them, Thomas Moss. That gravestone was one of the ones that was toppled over right at the beginning, right by the entrance. And there was one big chunk and then a smaller chunk. And there was really not much information, just Moss, the name. Well, I guess back in 1994, I think it was. Well, actually, I don't have an exact year. But I guess at one point they went in there and the stone was toppled over. And the name piece, the piece with all the information, the dates and everything else, was laying near the entrance on the ground. Like someone may have been trying to steal it. So his family did grab that piece and they donated it to the Tinley Park Historical Society, and it's at their museum. Instead of putting it back on the tombstone, they actually have it in the museum now. So that was kind of interesting. Another one, there's John Hamilton. That stone disappeared. They don't know when it disappeared, but it did disappear. In 2013, someone bought a house in Joliet, and he found the tombstone in his backyard. How long it had been there, they guessed somewhere around 23 years. He figured out where that tombstone was supposed to go and contacted the proper authorities so it could get put back at Bachelors Grove. So that tombstone has been relocated back to its original spot, or as close to the original spot that they thought it was in. But that's one of the many tombstones that had been stolen and did get found. There's the spot too that was close to our main tombstone that we were by with the little girl and the father that was enclosed. It was a really weird spot. It was like enclosed in stone, like in a rectangular shape, but there was no names, there was nothing there. So I did finally find something. There was not a lot of information on this person. So I'm still very confused as to why there is this rectangular enclosure. It's kind of weird that they had that. But that enclosed lot had Louise Butch and Joanna Butch in it. So Louise Butch and Joanna Butch were in that enclosed rectangular lot. Don't know why they were in that enclosed rectangle. Don't know what the whole story is behind them. That's all I could find. But I just thought, hey, I'll put their names in there because they didn't have an actual marker saying who they were. A lot of the open space we found, it actually is open space that was never purchased. So a lot of those open spots in that area that didn't have any markers, any tombstones, actually should not have anyone buried in them because it actually was never a purchased lot. So we did find that out. There are still a lot of people buried in that cemetery. There were still a lot of areas that were missing their tombstones. Because I did find a picture that showed all the lots that they had, all the lots that were purchased, and all the lots that were missing tombstones and had their tombstones. So that was kind of interesting that the whole cemetery was not filled up, but there were a lot of lots that were missing their tombstones. Whether it was from people stealing them or it seems a lot were stolen just from the stories I was reading. So there's a good chance people were missing their tombstones because someone came in and stole them, which I don't understand why people would do that. Just don't understand it. The main tombstone, the one that primary focus was on, was that big tombstone Fulton. It had the father stone and the infant daughter stone. There was another spot that looked as if a stone was missing, and it was. But the father, we found his name was John Fulton Jr. The missing stone was Huldah Fulton. That was the mother stone. They believe that one has been missing since about 1994. Actually, probably sooner than that. But 1994 is when they did a survey and found that stone to be missing. The infant daughter is actually not their daughter. It's their granddaughter. And that was Macy... I have to look. Marcy May Fulton. She passed away, I'm guessing, probably stillborn or instantly after birth because her birth year and her death year were both the same. And there were no dates with it, like not May 9th to September 9th. It just said the birth year, death year, no actual date. But that was actually their granddaughter. They were buried with 4 of their 6 children in that lot as well. Only one of those children were documented as having a headstone, and that was Emma. Emma also passed away as an infant. I believe she was only 10 to 13 days old. She was very young. She was not even a full month old. She had a tombstone or a little plaque that was on the ground, and that was stolen. It was stolen and then found in 1991. Yes, in 1991 they found that tombstone And that tombstone was not returned to the plot. It was instead put at the Tinley Park Historical Society. So that is also being displayed at the Tinley Park Historical Society. They were also buried with 3 other children. The other 3 children were Luella Fulton, Frank Fulton, and Johnny Fulton. Johnny was 11 years old. That was their other younger child that passed away. But their whole family was not buried there, but a good majority of their children were buried with them. They had 6 children, 4 of the 6 were buried with them, and 1 grandchild. But I was looking through, and there's a lot of good history behind a lot of these tombstones. It was very interesting reading up on all these different tombstones, different families, the history behind how they passed away, or what happened to their stones, because some of them were found just like Hamilton's and Emma's. So it was very interesting seeing that these stones disappeared and were later found at someone's house, and were now returned either back to the plot or put into a museum. They did say there was a history at one point of bodies being dug up and vandalism to these tombstones and tombstones being stolen when I was reading up on the history. So there's a lot of history at this cemetery. A lot of things happened. I don't know why. I don't know exactly what happened in all cases. That water body, I was also reading, supposedly had a lot of bodies thrown into it from the Chicago mob. So that was another interesting little thing, that there's more energy possibly there than even people that were actually buried on the property, from all this other negative stuff that did occur there before people came over there and did other black negative stuff on the property. So the research was pretty interesting. It was definitely an interesting thing to read up on. It was kind of cool to see some of the history behind it. And I'm glad I looked into some of it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the cemetery. And we'll catch you on the next one.